Well, Kendrick was right. They ain't like us. And I mean that in the most respectable way when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, and that's what makes Kendrick so great. That's what makes Kendrick a prophet, like Pusha T, Tupac, Bob Marley, and many others. So I must say, this individual that I'm gonna talk about, he is not like us, but his image is a different story. His personality, his charisma, his chemistry, the way he presents himself, it's like, you know what? If you say anything to the police, you mention names. You even give any type of detail, just like the last video that I did about Young Thug. For him to call Kid Cudi or Gunna a snitch, let me break something down for you. I did prison time. And one thing, when you do jail time, you do prison time, and you're being in the interrogation room or in the investigation room, this is the first thing that they tell you. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. And if you can't afford an attorney, we'll provide you with one, etc., etc., etc. Number one rule in the game. You don't volunteer to go into no interrogation room to speak to the police. Number two, you don't give names. You don't keep repeating names to make it seem like you're distracting yourself to being withdraw from you looking like a suspect or being a suspect or even being interrogated. So you can point the finger at somebody else so they can narrate you out the door because now they're looking into the suspect's name that you just mentioned allegedly. Three, you keep your mouth shut. You don't say nothing. You look at them straight in the face and you say, speak to my lawyer. You get up, turn around, let them put them handcuffs on you, and you walk away. Number four, let your lawyer do the work. Let your lawyer do the questioning. Let your lawyer do the investigation towards your case. Number five, don't ever say anything that will be used against you in a court of law when you talk on the phone, when you are incarcerated, or you being investigated and you're out. Why? Because they will have your phone plugged the fuck up. Number six, be careful who you talk to. Be careful who comes around your surroundings and who is trying to approach you and ask you about your case. Because that might be the person that will be used against you in a court of law to point the finger at you so you can be convicted of a crime that you did commit or didn't commit. Number seven, stay away from everything that has to do within the case itself. Don't surround yourself with anybody that participated or wanted to participate or had anything to do with the participation within the case itself. Stay alone. Number eight, shut the fuck up. Number nine, shut the fuck up. Number 10, shut the fuck up and don't say nothing. But you see, Young Thug, and the reason why I have don't let it go public is because after the interrogation interview that Young Thug willingly participated to go along and go by himself with the police not telling him, we need you at the headquarters to ask you questions within an investigation. No. He volunteered himself to go. This was Young Thug's last words to the police. Whatever you want to find out, please let me know. Here's my number. But please, Whatever you want to know, I'll be more willing to tell you. And don't let this go on public. Do not put this on public. Do not let the public find out. That is snitching to the core. That is, you are cooperating with the fucking police. That is, you are willing to testify or say anything of whatever investigation, whether it's you or your team, your squad, or anybody that you know, that they know that they could come and ask you, and you are more willing, without the presence of a lawyer or without you not even declining the fact that you yourself said, if you want to find out anything, I'll be more gladly to tell you. Here's my number, but please don't let this go out to the public. What type of fuck shit that is, Young Thug? And you said this with your voice, bruh. It came out of your own mouth. Wow, bro. Wow. Wow. Do you know how that looks? When you, Little Baby, and the others, like Roscoe, y'all G code was to what? If you even mention names, if y'all even talk to the police in any type of vivid detail or has anything to do within the case itself, you are considered a snitch. Even if you dry snitch, you will be considered a snitch, and that's not part of your category. It's not part of your fucking persona. It's not part of your chemistry. It's not who you roll with. But here you got Young Thug, baby, Kid Cudi, and Gunna, who never signed an affidavit, never gave a discovery, never gave a deposition, never mentioned a name. He took a plea without no names being, even the prosecution said it. What Gunna took, it didn't hurt him at all. It didn't even hurt us at all. That's why Young Thug was able to walk, and he was able to walk. He took an individual separate plea from within whatever Young Thug is saying. And the reason why I know why Young Thug said that, because he was the one that snitched. And let me not forget Roscoe. Roscoe did 10 years. And you mentioned Roscoe's name. Yeah, Roscoe was the one that shot it up. Roscoe was the one that did the shooting. You mentioned his name 4 times, loud and clear. Damn, Young Thug. This is bad, dog. Oh, man, you broke every G code there is, bruh. You broke every element of G code and gangster element that there is to break. There is no coming back from this, dog. And the people that ride with you after this should fucking hang themselves. This is not gangster mentality. This is not gangster behavior. This is not gangster mentality for you to cooperate and then change the narrative and point the fingers at others and call them a snitch when you're the one who's snitching. Wow, bruh. Wow, wow, wow. But I just broke down the 10 codes not to break when it comes you being investigated or being taken into the interrogation room. But I guess you broke all that. You did not hesitate. You participated. You engaged yourself. You put yourself in this level. You put yourself in that interrogation seat voluntarily without police forcing you. You did it because you wanted to. And what was your last quote? Don't let this go out to the public. Don't let this be shown to the public. Don't let this leak tape go out to the public. Do not let the public know. Please keep this between us. That is snitching to the core. That is snitching to the fucking core. Bro, I lost all my respect for you, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I have lost every major respect that I had for you. You don't know what a gangster is all about. You don't know what G status is all about. You don't know what a real man is all about. You see, these rappers, they want to come out here and talk that gangster shit and hire somebody allegedly, and then when they look at all that time, what they do? They turn into Fairbound Whack 100. That is the worstest wannabe gangster there is when it comes to this industry. Why? They don't care the families they destroy. They don't care if they put that person in jail for 20 or 30 years. They're going to miss their children's graduation. They might miss or their mother's or grandmother's funeral, or them building a foundation so they could be successful and they could be achievable and have accolades, or help other people in a positive way, help their peoples in their communities. This is what this new generation is all about. This is what the new generations consider themselves into gangsterism. Let me tell you something. Bro, I've done my time, and one thing I've never did was open my mouth about anybody, bro. I took it to the chin, I did the time myself, and I rolled like a G. But you see, when you have these rappers that proclaim that there's something that they're not, and it was not like Shaq, who showed Bad Stankin' Flacco, and Bad Stankin' Flacco had a lot of points in what he said. Dry snitching, not dry snitching, you did this to yourself. And I don't even like Flacco. I can't stand Flacco. But he had a lot of points in what he said. And there's nothing I could have said, because he's absolutely right. You did this to yourself, homie. And it makes people that do live that life look bad. It gives them a bad reputation, a bad rep, and it gives them a bad name at every statistic level that you can think of. Young Thug, you broke every element of gangster rules and codes. Nigga, you did more of what? Little Woody, so-called Kid Cudi, so-called Gunna, so-called anybody that you put in your mouth. You did worse than all of them. You participated, and you yourself allowed yourself. You engaged into welcoming yourself into the headquarters to give these officers these names. And your last quote: don't let this come out in public. Don't let this be shown to the public. Got him. Got him. We got him. What you thought? That we was gonna be stupid enough and not investigate this? Come on, man. Young Thug, this looks bad. All this looks awful, bruh. You done destroyed your whole gangster reputation. A fake gangster reputation at that. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'm talking about the people, you know what I'm saying? All the Young Thug fans and everybody that's in shock within seeing what stays in the dark always shall come out to the light. Y'all give y'all comments down below. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. And I know a lot of people are in shock. But let me tell y'all something. I ain't even surprised. Surprised for what? Even most of the most infamous gangsters and killers and assassins in the world turned out to be snitches. And drug lords turned out to be snitches. So it shouldn't even be a surprise. But I want to know what y'all think. I want to know how y'all feel about this whole ordeal. And if y'all really think that Young Thug, which I heard with my own voice, is really a fucking snitch.